Now, I understand that NITDA also runs a scholarship program, and I would just like to encourage our colleagues at NITDA to upload information about your scholarship program onto the Girls in ICT portal so that it can be more widely known. Here's an event that took place organized by Digital Peers International. They organized a one-day talk show and quiz competition for high school girls in Abuja. The event was held at the Merritt House. It brought together more than 80 young girls from 6 different high schools. Here's an event also organized in Lagos that was organized by WTech. They've been organizing girls' technology camps since 2008, and this year they decided to organize their technology camps in the framework of Girls in ICT Day. Of course, this is the kind of program, these kind of tech camps for girls that we'd also love to see uploaded onto the Girls in ICT portal. And finally, here's the event that was organized by Women in Technology in Nigeria. They celebrated Girls in ICT Day by organizing ICT talks for girls in secondary schools and opening a national ICT e-contest on April 26th. ITU really salutes all of our Nigerian colleagues for their efforts they made this year in organizing Girls in ICT Day events. Perhaps I can tell you about some of the other activities that we've been engaged in this year. First, our members also agreed on the theme for World Telecommunication Information Society Day should also be Women and Girls in ICT. So a number of countries decided to organize events either on May 17th or in conjunction with Girls in ICT, or to organize events on both days. ITU organized a high-level dialogue on women and girls in ICT during the World Summit on the Information Society here in Geneva on May 16th. And we also organized a showcasing event of about 15 of the Girls in ICT Day events that were held around the world. And I'm very pleased that Martha was able to join us for that event and share information about the Nigerian activities. But we also had event organizers from around the world, from Latin America, from Asia, from the Arab region, from Europe as well. On the same day, on International Girls in ICT Day, we organized an event in New York City where we had the EC Commissioner Nellie Kroes, we had Commissioner Clyburn from the US FCC, as well as representatives from industry, UN Women, and others to raise visibility for this important issue. What I can safely say is that as a result, many stakeholders are energized by these ITU initiatives, and they want to see what we're going to do next. What is the next strategy? So we have decided that in response to this request for ITU leadership, to focus on 2 main areas, to continue our efforts increasing the number of women in ICT careers, but also leverage ICTs for the social and economic empowerment of women and girls. For women and girls in ICT careers, we've developed a 3-pronged strategy. The first part of that strategy is to increase the number of women and girls who want a career in ICTs, because this has been one of the biggest stumbling blocks. That's the whole point of International Girls in ICT Day, to raise visibility for the opportunities a career in ICTs offers for young girls and women, and also to give them the confidence that they know that this is something that they can do if they get the necessary education and skills. We're going to continue to encourage our members to do this and also encourage them to scale their efforts. In other words, initial steps like Nigeria took of having 4 events was absolutely fabulous. We'd like to see now if there's room to scale this so events could be held in schools across the country next year. In addition, we realize the powerful role that media can play in encouraging interest in ICT careers. When children and teenagers see role models in films, TV programs, online games, social network sites, and online videos, there's an exponential rise in visibility for the opportunities out there. Nigeria could be at the forefront here, considering it's home to Nollywood. And I believe that Professor Michael Best from Georgia Tech is going to be speaking to you more about this later in his presentation of Nollywood as a game changer. Of course, we're going to continue to ensure that there's a supply of education in the STEM fields, science, technology, engineering, and math for girls and women, and encourage ICT businesses to focus on attracting, recruiting, retaining, and promoting women so that we have long-term sustainability. We're going to develop a Women and Girls ICT task force, continue to promote the Girls in ICT Day, and next year that will be on the 25th of April, 2013, and continue to enhance the Girls in ICT Day portal. Here we really need support from our colleagues in Nigeria. We would really invite you to log onto the portal, register, and add a relevant program that you may be running here in Nigeria. We only have a handful of programs from Africa and Nigeria on the portal right now, but we know so much is going on here in Africa and in Nigeria in particular. So this can be the go-to resource for women and young girls as they seek support in their career. Also, if you have profiles of women that you might suggest that we could add to the portal or inspirational videos, we'd love to know about them. We'll continue to have Women and Girls in ICT sessions or tracks at our major conferences like Telecom and WSIS. And the exciting news is ITU is about to launch a 3-year communications campaign called Tech Needs Girls. And this is going to include a prize as well as its own website. The prize is going to be launched next week. It's designed for girls 9 to 18. Please watch out for that on the ITU website. It's going to include a trip to Brussels for prize winners during an award ceremony on International Girls in ICT Day in 2013. We'll also continue to encourage game changers to take action on increasing the number of women in ICT careers, and we're going to be developing indicators and KPIs to monitor progress in implementation. Of course, promoting women in ICT careers is not the end of the story. ICTs, as we all know, can be used in a myriad of ways to empower women and girls. ITU and its partner, Telecenter.org Foundation, for example, have partnered to launch a women's digital literacy campaign to train 1 million poor women to become digitally literate. We've already succeeded in training nearly 400,000 women and are going to continue until we have trained the remaining 600,000 women. Here again, we'd like to extend an invitation to Nigeria to join this campaign and provide digital literacy training to rural and poor women across Nigeria. If you'd like more information about the campaign, you can follow the link on this slide. In concluding, we think there's a role for everyone to play, and we would love to work with all of you. So we invite all stakeholders to join forces to respond to the growing demand for empowering women and girls through ICTs. Please contact us at girlsinict@itu.int to see how we can work together and expand our ongoing efforts so that women and girls can design and develop ICTs to create their own brighter future. If you need more information, we've provided links here to the Girls in ICT portal, our contact email address, and to also let you know about our Twitter and Facebook accounts. It's been a real pleasure to be with you today, and I thank you for your attention.